That ought to get their attention. Order 323 for Henry. Give me liberty or give me nuggets. 323.
Sheesh, she didn't have to be so rough. My head is still ringing. Nobody cares about bells anymore.
It's time for nuggets of information. Don't be sad, friend. Many people still appreciate bells.
They do?
They sure do. In fact, there happens to be a very famous bell that has become as important a symbol of American freedom as the Statue of Liberty and the Bald Eagle. It's called the Liberty Bell.
The Liberty Bell?
That's right. The Liberty Bell has been one of our most recognizable symbols of freedom for centuries. That's probably why over 1 million people flock to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania every year to see your famous forefather.
1 million people? That really must be an important bell.
I'll say, the Liberty Bell was forged in 1753 in a foundry in England, of all places. The bell is over 4 feet tall and weighs more than 2,000 pounds.
Wow! I don't even weigh 2 pounds.
Can you believe that when the Liberty Bell arrived in America, it was hung in a bell tower of the Pennsylvania State House, which is now called Independence Hall, and they didn't have cranes in the 1700s.
Ouchie! That makes my back hurt.
Originally, it was simply referred to as the State House Bell, but its creators did inscribe a Bible verse into its side that reads, "Proclaim liberty throughout all the land, and to all the inhabitants thereof." At first, the bell was rung to call lawmakers to assembly meetings. In 1755, Benjamin Franklin even referred to the Liberty Bell in a letter, writing, "The bell rings, and I must go among the grave ones and talk politics." The bell was also rung as an invitation for townsfolk to come hear the latest news, which would be read from the State House steps in those days.
And now I get rung to announce that people's orders are ready.
Yeah, that's similar. Anyway, on July 8, 1776, the Liberty Bell was reportedly rung to announce the first public reading of the Declaration of Independence. Just 16 years earlier, the bell had been rung to herald King George II's ascension to the English throne. Now it was ringing to proclaim America's independence from the crown. The following year, with the British Army marching towards Philadelphia, the Liberty Bell was taken down and quietly transferred by wagon train to what is now known as Allentown, Pennsylvania, where it was hidden underneath the floorboards of a church.
Why would they hide it?
The colonists feared that the British soldiers would confiscate the bell and melt it down to make more bullets. But once the colonial army victoriously defeated the British, the Liberty Bell returned to its home in Philadelphia, where it would be rung on Independence Day, President George Washington's birthday, and election days.
Wow, the Liberty Bell really did become a symbol of American independence. Wait, is that a crack?
Good eye, it sure is. Sadly, the bell is also famous for the large crack in its side, which is why it was decided to stop ringing it for fear it would cause more damage.
Oh no, poor bell. Was it cracked in the war? Like by cannon fire or something?
No, nothing like that. The truth is, there are many legends about how or when it was damaged, but no one knows how the crack started. But it is generally believed to have happened sometime in the mid-1800s, long after the Revolutionary War. Although it's interesting to note that when it was first forged, the bell cracked on its very first test ring and had to be melted down and remade into the one we have today.
It's like the bell was destined to crack.
You may be right. However it happened, after nearly a century of ringing, the Liberty Bell is safely protected and resides in Philadelphia's Independence National Historical Park, right across the street from its original home, Independence Hall.
They gave it its own park and security? It really is an important bell.
That's because it's a symbol of one of our nation's most sacred principles, liberty. And like the bell, liberty is precious and must be protected, or it too could crack, or worse. And like America, the Liberty Bell may not be perfect, but it still stands as a symbol of freedom and perseverance.
No wonder so many people travel to see it every year. For the same reason people come to America in the first place.
For liberty.